For today's Cyber CEO episode,
we're working a lot with social media, trying to build my presence on social media. So he does a lot of posting. He does a lot of answering questions, building different platforms and everything. I give him the task, and I gave him the task when we first started. And it's like he just do it, and he sends it to me and say, "Hey, Leah, what do you think about this? Do you like this? Do you want to change anything?" And I say no, and he just sends it out. That's it. He makes my life easier. He makes me look like a real professional. I could call Jason or he calls me. His voice, it really lifts my day because it sounds like he's passionate, and you can tell that he enjoys what he's doing. He'll call me and he'll be like, "Hey, Leah, how are you?" He's excited. Me working with Cyberbacker and working with Jason made my business better, that I will be able to help more people.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details.
Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Leah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by. I know you have a lot of things to do, so really appreciate you being here on the show. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe we can start with, what's your role in the business, Leah?
My name is Leah Jones. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am with Keller Williams. And I've been a real estate agent now. December makes 2 years for me. So it's been two wonderful years.
2 wonderful years in real estate, right?
In real estate, yes.
All right. Now, how about working with someone virtual? Just like what you're doing now with Cyberbacker. I'm curious, is this your first time to do it?
This is my first time having a virtual assistant, but it's been great. But it was a little bit of a learning curve for me. But overall, I mean, I have no complaints because the process was very smooth.
Very smooth process. Gotcha. So, was it a big change for you though? I know in any kind of business before the pandemic, we were all kind of used to working with people that we can meet most of the time. Now, everything's going a bit more virtual. So, was it a big change? And how was the transition for you, Leah?
I can't say the transition was that difficult for me, and I'm not a techie person at all. You can ask Jason. I'll probably drive him crazy, but I'm not real techie. But it's like I said, the process of integrating the virtual assistant in my business, it's like you're working with a person that's local, to be honest with you. We're not able to see each other in person, but virtually I can, I have no problem with contacting him and him contacting me and everything. So it's just like, I'm working with somebody that's in another office.
So that's it. That's the only difference. You can't just pat them in the back every day, but you can see and talk to them every day though.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely.
Now, talk to me about virtual leverage. How were you introduced to the idea of virtual leverage and Cyberbacker, Leah?
Well, here at Keller Williams, once you get to a certain dollar amount and you need help, you can't do this alone. So I was actually introduced to it through another agent that's in my office. She uses Cyberbacker and she loved him. She raved about it. And I saw what she was doing in her business. And I was like, how are you doing this? And she was like, it's not just me. I have this person. And it was a Cyberbacker. So Tiffany actually is the one who introduced me to it.
Okay. So somewhat of a referral then. Gotcha. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now, since this is your first time working with someone who's virtual then, did you have any fears, let's say, or what do you call these? yeah, maybe fears. We can call them fears before you dove into the virtual world, Leah.
Yeah, it was the biggest thing for me was I'm all about team playing, and I just wanted to make sure that whoever I was going to be connected to, that we were a team and that we could work together as a team. And once we earn each other's respect and earn each other's trust, I guess.
Trust. There we go. Yeah.
That's probably the word that I'm looking for. That we would be able to work together as a team. And once they knew exactly how I wanted my business to run, that they can kind of take off from there. And that's exactly what happened.
There we go. Now, talking about that team, then, before you got to work with your Cyberbacker, you went through our hiring phase. Did you have, was that a new experience for you? I mean, was it something difficult? Was it something new?
It was definitely something new. It was actually kind of funny because of the fact, I have to give it to you guys with Cyberbacker. What the difficult part was, because I think I had like 4 different people that I was interviewing for the position. All of them was great. So the difficult process for me
was choosing
one, because every one of them, like, and then you kind of feel bad because all of them was awesome. So it was just like, okay, who could I pick that? And I literally had to make notes through the process, but I loved the way the process went because of the fact it was like, okay, you're interviewing this person and then they go into another hub and then they come back and you could interview them again if you had another question and everything. So the process was very streamlined. I liked the way it went. But yeah, I was like, I want to hire all of them because they were great. Like all of them was great. So it was kind of like you was like, it's like looking at diamonds. Like, here it is. You got 3 diamonds and all of them are the same. And it's like, okay, pick one.
I think that's the hard part. But again, talk to me about your Cyberbacker then. How did you make the final decision on partnering with him?
Yeah, there again, it was hard because of the fact that all of them were great. But I'm glad that I chose 𝗙𝗳𝗃 because he is amazing. He is he's eager. He takes charge. I probably drive him crazy sometimes because he'll text me or he'll call me, but I'm busy doing something else. But he's really good. Communication, amazing. Letting me know exactly what he's doing through the day and making sure that, especially if I give him a task, it's like, he is on it.
Easy.
He is on it. Take charge. I'm not babysitting him all day. It's like, okay, I say, 𝗙𝗳𝗃, I need some, cards done. And he'll be like, okay, Leah, I got it. He's amazing. Like he's great.
So basically anything you throw at him, he can do for you then, just as long as it's in front of a computer.
And if he don't, and one thing I love too, is if he don't know, he don't pretend like he knows. He'll say, you know what, Leah, I'm not that familiar with that, but I'll find out. And I promise you within probably I'll give him 30 minutes. He'll text me back or he'll call me back and he'll be like, okay, I got it.
Someone who he always has his best foot forward. I'm assuming here, because again,
yes,
anything that you throw at him can do it. Now, more about him though. Talk to me more about the tasks. What are the main tasks that you ask him to do every day for you in the business then, Leah?
We're working a lot with social media, trying to build my presence on social media.
Marketing.
So he does a lot of posting. He does a lot of answering questions, building different platforms and everything. What do you call these? I don't even know the name of them, but he emailed them out to people to like getting their information, collecting information and everything.
Oh.
I don't even know the name of it. See, I need 𝗙𝗳𝗃 for this because I don't even know the name of it. But it's something, it's like a web page or something that collects their information. So then that helps me to build my database, which is amazing. He also helps me with, if I text him and say, hey, I need for you to run comps on this house, I'll send him the address. He can run the comps with no problem. in engaging with my clients. Like he sent out this mask for Christmas.
Wow.
This was amazing to me. He sent out an email. He created this email. He sent it to me. I checked off on it, but he did all the verbiage in it. And yeah, he's amazing. He sent the email out to my clients over Christmas, just saying, end of the year, thank you so much for the work in it, for allowing me to work with you. I started getting all these calls from my clients, and I didn't know.
Wow.
I forgot. I forgot that he sent the email. So, they called me. They was like, Leah, thank you so much for thinking about us. And, we love working with you. And after probably like the third phone call I got, I was like, oh yeah, Jason sent that email out. That was it. So it's amazing. It just depends on what I have. Like yesterday I was in a meeting and we were doing some, they just came up with some different products and everything with a lender that we have, our preferred lender here in the office. And like literally, I just took a picture of their picture and I said, hey, create me a flyer that we can put on social media. And probably 30 minutes later, it probably wasn't even 30 minutes. He sends it back and he was like, what do you think about this? That's what he do. It's like, as soon as I send him something, like we have our tasks, like we meet once a month. Well, we really meet more than that, but we meet, we'll do our game plan for the month. Like we're going to do it today, as a matter of fact, later on today. So we'll map out our calendar for January and February, whatever, like he's already sent the newsletter out. So it's like, okay, I give him the task, and I gave him the task when we first started. And it's like, he just do it and he sends it to me and say, hey, Leah, what do you think about this? Do you like this? Do you want to change anything? And I say no. And he just sends it out. That's it. He makes my life easier. He makes me look like a real professional.
I love that. Making your life easier. Now, I can already, I'm just assuming here, it feels like you've been working forever, but working together for a long time now. But how long have you actually been working together?
Oh my God. I'm trying to think, how many months has it been? Has it? I don't even know if it's been 6 months.
Oh, so just a few months then.
Just a few months. I want to say 90 days. I'm going to say maybe 4 months. I don't even think it's been 6 months. Just a few months. But just in a few months, he knows exactly what I want out of my business. And he's great with executing it. And not only that, let me tell you something. He saved me so much money. He saved me a lot of money. Just for my logo, as a matter of fact, I had paid this company like a lot of money to design a logo for me. And I still don't have the logo, and it's been over a year. With this company, I'm still going back and forth with the logo. So I was mentioning, Jason and I were on a Zoom, and he looked at me. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, look, I said, I just had a rough time. I said, I've been, going back and forth with this company about designing the logo and everything. And he was like, oh, okay. And he said, well, what do you want the logo to look like? And I said, just simple. I just want 2 letters. That's it. 2 letters. That's all I want. It's real simple. But for whatever reason, the company could not execute it. Do you know, we sat here we were on Zoom. We did our call and everything. We get off the phone. By the end of the day, Jason has sent me the exact logo, what I wanted. And that's exactly what I'm using right now for my branding.
Wow.
He's amazing. I told you. Look, he is amazing.
Don't worry, no one's taking him away from you, of course.
No, but he cannot go anywhere.
I'm just, again, I can just feel that this partnership, the connection that you have with your Cyberbacker is something different. But what I'd like to know is, how did it get to this point? How did it become a successful partnership between the both of you?
I think from day one, he listened to what I wanted done. And I told him, I really need for you I want us to be a team. I don't want it to be me here and you're here. I don't want it to be like that. I want us to be a team. So I need your input, and he's really good. And I was so glad that we got to that point, because at first I would say something and he would just kind of go along with it. And I was like, no, Jason, I don't need you to go along with me. I want you to tell me if this makes sense. And now he's to the point, he'll be like, Leah, that don't make sense. Let's not do that. That's a waste of time. And I needed that. That's what I needed in my business. I needed a team player that would need for, that made sure that whatever we did as a team, that we would be able to execute it together. And that's exactly what he did.
So basically, he's like your accountability partner now then, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Now, one last question. For sure, he's going to be listening and watching once we have this online. So we'd like to know, what do you like most about it? What's the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about your Cyberbacker?
You know what? One thing that I love is anytime I could call Jason or he calls me, his voice it really lifts my day, because he's always, it sounds like he's passionate, and you can tell that he enjoys what he's doing. So I love that. I love the fact, because sometimes I'm like all over the place and I'll call him or he'll call me and he'll be like, hey, Leah, how are you? He's excited. Like and you could tell he's excited about it, and he loves his company. He loves Cyberbacker. And I like that. I love what you guys created. And it's helping a lot of people, because I love helping people. And me working with Cyberbacker and working with Jason made my business better, that I will be able to help more people.
I love that. Helping other people. And of course, we here at Cyberbacker are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to for the next couple of months, for the new year, of course. And again, Leah, thank you very much for dropping by. Had fun talking to you. I hope this isn't the last time we get to do this, though.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.